partners are not meant to think alike but together. What does it like even mean? Like, are you talking about synonymously or the exact same way, or what does it like mean? Because I don't get it. It's a little difficult to just form a thought, like a coherent thought about something like that. Because in certain situations, you're allowed, like you are meant to think alike, and then in different situations, you're meant to think together, and in other situations, you are thinking alike and together.
Well, I think thinking alike is very hard because when two different, obviously, when two partners are together, both of them have got different mindsets, and it's hard to get the exact same mindset. So the question says partners are not meant to think alike but together. I agree, partners are supposed to think together because it takes a lot of compromising in relationships. Obviously, it has to do with relationships. So thinking alike comes along when you guys have like been together for some time, for maybe longer, or it could be short, due to how well you have bonded and everything. So the thing is that with compromising in relationships, you come in agreement. And then, I mean, it's not word of mouth, but from actions. So, for example, Michelle and I are dating. She's my girlfriend. And yes. So, Michelle has a different set of mind. Probably her mindset attracted me to her. But you realize that Michelle might not really know in detail how I think. Do you understand? So, with time, she gets to either compromise or find it difficult. Yeah, compromise or just find it difficult to agree with how I think. Do you understand? So in this way, we are trying to think together. Okay, so this is it. Can you
You see, I think what you're trying to say, or what I'm getting is that thinking alike.
You understood it a little.
Yeah, thinking alike is a subset of thinking together. So when you start thinking together, in the long run, you start thinking alike. Because thinking together is like, okay, thinking alike is when two of you like, you like A, she likes A, you are thinking alike. But thinking together is, okay, so I like A, but you like C. But let's see what we can do. Then at the end of the day, we get AC or we get B.
Sure. So therefore, thinking together, thinking alike yield results, but thinking together does not. Why am I saying this? We can sit together and think, but at the end of the day, you might not like my idea. But when you think alike, what I prefer is the same you prefer. At the end of the day, we yield results.
But then does not get boring eventually? Because I feel like if you're in a, that maybe depends on everyone's preference in the opposite sex or whoever you're interested in. But thinking alike, I feel like people in a relationship think together,
sure,
and only think alike when it becomes how do I put it? Like, I'm just saying going with you just to make you happy or just to shut you up, because it becomes eventually. Because for instance, say we're going to the store, we're going to buy tomatoes, and I like tomatoes on my pizza or my burger, and you don't like tomatoes on your pizza or your burger or in your salad. And we get there, and one take couple A, going there, yeah, tomatoes on the list, but thinking, well, like, this is what I like, this is what you like. But I don't, couple B, girl doesn't want it in her salad or something,
sure,
the guy wants it, and then we go there. All right, fine. Normally I put 6 tomatoes on my burger or something, but let's think together. What should we do about this? But it's like eventually, if you keep going, like, compromise and let's think alike, let's go there. Why can't I not talk today? How do I put it? Like, it gets boring and you start arguing. No, I don't want tomatoes. Yes, I want tomatoes. No, I don't want tomatoes. Like, let's get tomatoes. Let's not do this.
Yes.
All right, fine. Let's get tomatoes.
But for couples who want to live in a happier home, you need to think alike.
That's
but
compromising.
No.
Yeah.
That's just compromise.
No, you need to think alike. Let me back this with a case study. I was going to work one day and I found there were some people quarreling, so I get closer to understand what is going on over there. I met this lady and the husband, and they were quarreling. So I tried to do that for concerned police staff. We want to know what is going on over there. This is the case where they are quarreling. The man left for Takrady. He is working for Kokobo. So he went for emergency meeting. And the lady was sacked from school concerning school fees. So the lady went to where the man normally keeps the money. They reduced some of the money, they paid the school fees. The man came and he got bored. Why? Because the woman needed to wait for him so they can think together how they will process to pay the school fees.
But the rest of anything are still going to pay for it.
Yes, so they were not thinking alike. The man wanted them to think together.
Okay.
But when you think alike, whatever I'm thinking,
that's why when they think together, it will bring results.
No, thinking alike bring results, but not thinking together.
No,
you might sit together right now here, take a decision.
Either way, the result would have come out of
this.
this story because if she had waited for him, they still would have paid the school fees. You don't
Yes.
even know why he told her to
At times, thinking together even bring coincidences.
Please explain.
Yes, because once I'm thinking to shut this door, before I realize you've started already. Oh, I was about to do it, and you've done it.
That's not
You know,
together.
that's
That's not together. That's a lie.
Like I feel like
That's
finishing
not
each other's
together.
sentences.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Somebody can
Those
finish.
are
That's
just the cute things, but then it goes deeper.
Because
Exactly.
that's why I said
Then
I like
I like the
it
subset of
Yeah,
together.
because
Yeah, I get
when
that.
you think together for a long time, you
You
begin to
start
understand
moving
each other.
Your partner does or says.
So
and
that was the
eventually
point
you're
I
like,
was
Yeah.
trying
That's
to make. That's you think together, and with time, your bonding and your socialization and everything makes you think alike. That's only when both of you guys are ready to compromise.
Yeah.
You understand? Because sometimes the way I think,
I think I want to come inside. Before you met as couples, you like each other first.
yeah.
Before it develops to love. So you think alike. I like you.
Sometimes we're not
I like
acting
you.
like that.
No,
I
that's
like
not
you.
like that.
It
I like
Yeah.
you. Oh, she too, she likes me.
Allow him.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're not
Oh,
thinking.
please don't like it.
No, you are not thinking. But the moment I like you.
Yeah.
You like me.
Yeah.
The
Those are
cohesion.
just mutual feelings.
It doesn't have anything to do with the
That's
mind.
what you like. Before you became together, you like
Particular
each
thing,
other.
not on each other. Thinking
Yeah,
alike
like
is
yeah.
we are thinking towards this thing, not I like you. Me
It's not
liking
individual.
you is my
Have you
personal
been
problem.
with a friend that you are always together but you don't like him?
Hey.
No, me, I
Yeah,
don't do
no,
that.
Do you understand?
I don't do
Like, it's
I
not
don't
even
do
healthy.
Okay, wait.
It's not even healthy to be with someone that you don't even like in the first
No,
place.
no,
no.
I think we need to come to like one decision of what exactly thinking
I like it together because I feel like people are getting confused.
Okay.
Let me use this scenario. Imagine me coming from a different society and then my wife also coming from a different society. Let's say as a kid I was allowed to go out in the evening, and my wife never went out in the evening. She comes from a different home, I come from a different home. We have kids. Now I have a different notion of kids going out at night. My wife doesn't. She has never even experienced night going out going out in the night. So anytime kids want to go out and they bring it, both of us are going to have different views on it. So we are not, and then the views we have on it might differ. Me, for instance, I don't have any problem with my kid going out, and my wife will say no. But that's when you not thinking alike comes in. But eventually, the decision that the kid will go out or not lies in me and my wife allowing them to go or not. So that's where it comes from. So eventually, you can't marry someone and say, how do I even put it? Both of you are brought up in a different way. So eventually, whatever happens, I'm going to think different. Just like twins. You never find twins that they
Find the same.
you find a twin that likes dressing and you find the other one that is very calm. But eventually, if they want to go out, they'll go out.
So Richard, check this out, right? You know, two people, like in our relationship these days, it's just these things that make people don't even, like, they don't stay together for long because communication barrier, they don't agree on so many things. So check this out. I'm coming from a different place, you're coming from a different place. And then you and I decide to date, right? So we are dating and then it's always an argument where we have to go out to eat. Okay, probably you like, I don't know what you like, you don't know what I like, but then because we decided to date, we have to come together and agree on certain things. So thinking alike, okay, as like time goes on, we are together for long, so you begin to like certain things that I like.
Sometimes
Okay, and
it's
you understand, and it's not everything about you that I'm going to like take
Embrace.
on me. Exactly,
Yeah.
because even that way it won't work, you are pretending and it won't even last. So I'm going to think on my own and you're going to think on your own, and we come together and make a decision.
Yeah.
So I like fufu, you like banku, but because I like you, I should go and eat banku. No, I'll go ahead and eat my fufu. Do you understand? So yeah, thinking I like is there. Like when you have been together for a while, that's when like it goes into marriage, and then you begin to think alike on certain things. Like let's make family decisions, let's make decisions for our children, let's like education trips. That's when you begin to think alike. That we are in a relationship, let's think together. Let's even in marriage, right? It's not everything you're going to think alike on. You're going to think together on certain things. So it's not always going to be like because you like me, I like you. We have to think together, or like
Then help me out
you
here.
have or like a mind type. Do you
Help me
understand?
out here. I met a lady some time ago, and then we've been going out. And then the going out, come again.
Going to places.
Yeah, we go out together.
Yeah.
We go out together. But to me, I normally say the lady is dating me, I'm not dating her. Why am I saying this?
Why?
Because I don't like her.
No, so let me ask you something. Why do you?
So listen. At times we go out together.
Yeah.
We sit down, we think together.
Thinking I like it together.
Now, then we have to explain the meaning of thinking together. And
No. See, it's not compulsory for two people to think alike. It's not compulsory.
No.
It's never compulsory. But at the end of the day,
But when it's
no. See, it's not. No, it is not. It's still not.
You are one.
No. Please.
Can I let you understand?
No.
Can I let you understand?
You are couples.
That's not true.
You are couples. You've become one.
No, that is why thinking together.
No.
comes in.
Can I let you
See, we have
understand
two
something?
different
Come.
ideas.
Okay, so you are saying you are going out with this lady and you don't like her vibe, whatnot, but you still go.
Exactly.
Why do you go?
To please
At
her.
times to please her.
Okay, so
Then
check this
waste your
out.
time.
Exactly, check this out. You should just probably let her know that, okay, I don't like going to these places. I don't like going to. Probably she also compromise. That's why he said compromise. Because I'm the outgoing type. You are not the outgoing type. But you can't come and stop me from doing the things I like just because we are in a
And
relationship.
as couples.
Do you understand? But because she wants
No,
to.
let's have the word couples here.
That's what I'm saying. Couples is not just about marriage because you start from somewhere before you get married to the person. Am I right? Yeah. So yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Would you want to marry from the way you're talking, I can see that you want to marry a career woman and force her into becoming a housewife. That's what you're saying.
So because you don't like
Yeah, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
you guys.
Wait, let me
Mr.
ask you a
Mr.
question. So you want to date someone or vibe with someone who is exactly you?
The way you want it.
Not exactly me per se.
But that's what thinking alike is.
This
But
is the
technically,
lady.
Let me just say something. Listen, it is very, very difficult and almost impossible to get someone who thinks like you.
Yes, it doesn't really exist. There's no one person who's like you.
Because you know what's this? There are people. Okay, so I meet a lady. We start talking. I like her because of a few things that I have seen. Probably there are certain things that puts me off, but I'm going to start a relationship with her with the hope of me trying to change those things because they are not so right to me, and hopefully she may understand that, oh, this is wrong, so it's fine for me to change from it. But I can't totally change her mindset. Do you understand? So with time, if what I'm bringing on board is helpful enough, we get to think together, but not alike. It is very, very tough.
Yeah.
That's what compromise is.
That's where compromise
That's
comes
what-
in.
I just want to say something. One thing about me is I don't like girls who talk too much. It's like you're not to talk too much, but I don't like girls.
Okay, McDonald's. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I'll ask you.
Thank you. So, Derek, what's the standard? What's like the law? What's the written document that says couples should think alike? What?
Because one, before you like a lady, engage yourself into that person or with her, you need to like that person. There might be some peculiar things about it that you like. Secondly, whenever you are thinking and you want to yield results, you people have to think alike.
But wait.
Let
we
him
have
finish.
presidents.
I mean,
we have
hijacking
Africa.
me.
Now let him
That's the
land.
question, so I'm sure I can
He's
always
needed.
come in as a
Don't
woman.
hijack the plane. He's needed.
Wait, let him finish.
Let him land. Results,
With
land.
the reasons.
When you like somebody, whatever the person does pleases you.
Continue.
Not entirely.
Continue.
Yes. Yet, whenever you are thinking together, the moment you like each other's contribution becomes the agenda for the day. As we are talking right now, the majority of you are like, oh yeah, you like that angle that we need to think together. You are trying to achieve something here. But with me, I say we need to think alike, because when we live right here and then what we came to talk about is not the same thing you are going to think. We are going home, you are not going to think. It will not yield any results.
I don't understand.
What I'm saying, I
Guys,
completely understand.
No.
Let now finish.
I'm going to hit on every point that
No,
Okay,
so
We'll not finish.
I think he's
I'm done with the point, so you can
Without
go.
saying something.
guys. Let me say something.
Let me also
Now say something. Say finish.
You are not in there.
It's like she wants to attack me. This verbal attack.
Now finish.
I would have attacked you, but you understand.
You said when you're with someone, whatever the person does pleases you.
When you like.
No, that's not true.
That's
Hello.
Fake love.
Now
Fake
something.
love, man.
The floor.
So if you and I are together,
No. You someone else.
Amen.
Why?
if
No.
you and Nessa are together,
You cannot be together. I cannot think like you.
Why can't we be together?
Okay, check this out. Has a girl ever left you because I'm coming? Just 1 minute. Has a girl ever left you because she doesn't like the way you are or the way you think, or she has cheated on you? Has a girl ever cheated on you or left you?
This question is a right question at the right point in time.
before you answer,
I was asking the same thing.
Relationship is going to be stable the way you are thinking, because
Let now finish.
oh, he likes the point I raised. Let me finish.
It will definitely answer.
Oh, wait, let now finish.
good. So you're going out with Nessa.
It's not
You love jollof. You love jollof with stew. Nessa always prepares jollof without stew, and then her jollof is not red. It's always jollof. I don't know, some color that's not close to jollof. Are you trying to say that you will always eat that tasteless jollof? Sorry, just because you
like
Nessa,
Nessa.
and you won't tell her that Nessa, you are cooking the jollof. It's not nice.
You
I
went
don't
into
like
Michelle's
it.
house.
Prepare it
Please,
better.
no.
Are you going to do that?
We'll take her to coffee lounge.
Do you understand?
I like banku,
Yeah.
especially with hot pepper,
Okay.
with some tilapia and some sauce.
So if the girl too doesn't like the taste.
So if the girl doesn't like pepper, and then we go out together, at that very moment, it's a choice.
Yeah.
No, you're not getting
Yeah,
the
this is different. This is
You know, we
different.
need to
You're saying
think
something,
stuff, right? You
Yeah,
always
yeah.
have a choice.
No.
I'm not saying that. I'm not really using your life experience. I'm
Thank
just
you.
giving a scenario.
Yeah.
You love jollof. Nessa doesn't cook the best jollof. Will you always be eating the bad jollof Nessa cooks?
Now, I think we should use a
Just
practical
because-
example.
No, this
Just
is
Yeah,
good.
with based on
Just
the
because,
fact that
Just because I like
you like
it, yeah.
Nessa. You're not going to tell Nessa, I don't like this jollof. Stop cooking this jollof.
You say
Better
it's something
jollof.
else, right?
No.
Based on the
Just
fact
because
that
you like jollof.
because you like her,
Nessa.
everything about her
That's
pleases
what I
you.
want.
He doesn't
That's based on the
If
fact that.
if it's the first date,
Hey.
No, you said you like somebody.
you
No, I don't like you. I don't like
It's a
you.
I'm
constant
for
I
eating,
don't
but
like
I'll try to correct you.
Hey.
you know, like I don't like you.
You don't like it.
I don't like
You don't like her. You like
I don't
her.
feel that. I don't like
You are saying she thinks
Thinking like couples,
Yeah.
then it's like we are
No,
playing.
I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like you.
Derek, let me
See,
come
I don't like
Guys,
you.
let me come in here.
Yeah.
I think he's mixed the whole thing up.
Yes.
With regard to think alike over here, so in the question, I feel from my point of view, thinking alike is okay. I like my microphone here. My spouse or my partner is also thinking I like my microphone here.
How would
But
you know?
thinking
Unless the
together
person
is-
tells you.
Yeah.
There's
Thinking
no
together
reason.
is okay. babes, where do you think the microphone should be? Then we both say, okay, I think it should be here, it should be here. We are thinking
that's
together.
right. Yeah.
But thinking alike, yes, thinking alike is like, I like right, you like, okay, not pertaining to liking stuff, but like you all have the same direction of thinking. You all have the same mindset of thinking. You all, I don't know how to put it, like the same games, like the same everything. But there are no two human beings that are the same because we're all from different backgrounds. Like, so there's no way.
Go on a trip.
Yes.
And then I was like, yeah, I think so. At that moment, we're thinking
You're thinking alike.
But
you're
you're
not
not
supposed to
together.
always
I want to
think
do something.
alike.
You see, I'm gonna raise a point about you want to marry someone. You've been raised in the environment where you can go out at night. Your wife not so much, and now you have a kid, and the kid wants to go out. You have come to you, mommy, daddy. I want to go out. But mommy's like, well, you can go out, and mommy is like, go out to where? No. Then that's when we see that mommy and daddy are not thinking alike. So now, what does mommy and daddy have to do?
Think together and tell the
Okay,
kid.
so after thinking, they say, okay, you can go out, but you have to come back by this time. Mommy agrees that this is good for me. Daddy, so it's like in economics, this thing, equilibrium.
Camber.
Yeah. There's something called equilibrium. Let's say you go to a market to buy something. I've forgotten, it's something equilibrium, but equilibrium is the main thing. You go to the market to buy something, and then in your mind, this thing is 20 cedis. And you go there, and the seller tells you 20 cedis. That means you're like, wow. Both of you are on
sync.
Yeah, you buy it. But you go there, and the seller is like, it's 50 cedis. You're thinking, this is too much for me. Then you start bargaining. That is when you are thinking together. You tell the guy, oh, make it 25. He tells you 30. By the time you finish, you say, okay, 35 is the price that you want. At that point, you are thinking alike. You have reached the
equilibrium.
Exactly.
Okay,
let me give you some scenario. Imagine in a relationship, there is always equality. And sometimes the boys, it might differ. Sometimes the lady might have veto power. And sometimes the man too might exercise veto power, but there should always be equality. There should, and now I was saying, I used to like girls that don't like bagging with talk, like plenty. No, not nagging, but plenty conversations. Because sometimes when I talk 1, 2, 3, and then I get tired, I don't want to talk again. So and then when I don't want to talk again, I don't want to listen to. But I got to an extent that I noticed that I have no choice than to listen, because I can't come and say I don't like talking, so you two don't talk to me. Then, if I do that, the guy is going to look for someone who is going to talk or listen to her. So the best way is we don't think alike. So in this instance, me and the girl don't think alike. But I've come to an agreement that I need to listen to her. We are thinking together because she wants to talk. So me trying to understand that I need to listen to her.
Like he's just giving.
So me trying to understand that I need to listen to her.
Lady's mood.
No, I'm not trying to. There's no way. Listen. There's no way you find a girl who will say. There's no way you find a girl who doesn't like talking. There's no way you find a girl just like to have conversations. Very lengthy conversations. So there's no way I can't say I don't want to. I like someone who is quiet. So
You're gonna look for someone.
that's all. You find someone who likes talking more than the one you are even complaining about. So in this instance, for me trying to agree that okay, we need to listen to her. She has already made a decision that she wants to tell me everything. My decision making starts with me listening to her or not. So I came to an agreement that okay, fine, I'll listen to her. In this instance, we've thought together.
All right, let me give you.
Whether I like it or not.
Whether you like
or not.
No, you guys, you
Let me
have
give
to
you
be
a practical
realistic here.
example.
Like,
Okay. Wait. Let me give you a practical example. When I was little, like say around 10 years old, I wanted to go for a fun fair at my school. And at that same night, my dad wanted to take my family out for dinner. So I went to my mom. My dad wasn't at home. I went to my mom and I asked him, can I go to the fun fair? And she goes like, your father wouldn't like this, but I'll talk to him and we'll see. Daddy comes home, he says the exact same thing. I don't like it. See, at that moment, even though my dad wasn't at home, my parents were thinking alike. My mom knows Daddy wouldn't like this, but let's see. So I go like, Daddy, could I go? And he goes like, yeah, but I wouldn't like this. Didn't your mom tell you I wouldn't like it? And I go like, yes. My mom comes in and she goes like, yeah, but I think it's fair if she goes and then comes back at 8. It'll be fine. She'll make it in time for dinner. They thought together. My dad was like, fair enough. Put a time limit. Great. She'll be back.
One.
That's thinking
Your mom
together.
They didn't like it.
My mom, no, listen, my mom had no problem.
They later came to like it.
No, listen. Let me take it. My mom had no problem with me going to the function. She's the one who said, let her go, but put a time limit on it. When I went to ask my mom said, your dad wouldn't like this. She thought like my dad. She knew exactly what my dad wanted. She knew exactly how he was going to think.
And that was as a result of them thinking together over the years.
Exactly, the bonding time. Yeah. So they compromised on the time. My mom was fine. If she got it, I wouldn't have even gone for the dinner. But she goes like, let her go, but let her come back around 8. And that was it. My dad was like, all right, fine, I think that's fair. We thought together. They thought together. My dad still wasn't comfortable with me leaving the dinner and like coming in really late. He didn't like it. But my mom was comfortable with it. She, based on the fact that she thought like my dad earlier in the day, let me know that if he doesn't let you go, I told you before, I thought like him. But eventually they stopped thinking alike and thought together to give me a time limit. All right, come back, by 8 in time. Great. That's them thinking alike and that's them thinking together.
So that decision,
all the same thing.
The decision they made, whether you went or you didn't go,
it's still results, right?
Together.
It's still, yeah. Fine. It's still them thinking together.
I understand you.
Do you get it?
Again,
just remember, my dad wasn't comfortable. My mom wasn't comfortable.
No, you forget them. Today they go get them.
Oh yeah, I forget them too before we leave. I forget them. Imagine you are holding a crate of egg, and you want to
get technical.
And then the husband is like, maybe let's put it here, and wifey is like, let's put it here. Or maybe they are like, the wife put it here and the husband said, no, where you putting it, it's not good. Bring it here. The lady accepts. Then she remove it from there and put it at the place the husband said.
That's you listening to your husband. That's fine. You want to listen to your husband.
At the end of the day, at the end of the day, the husband came and then all the egg is broken.
I mean, they talked together.
They talked together, but the results, they did not get the results. When you are couples, you have to think alike. Yes!
See,
there's no way you will know.
How would they have known that where they put this money was going to spend it?
I have a question. Do you know any?
We should stop asking.
No. It makes the argument. Do you know any couple who thinks alike presently?
24/7.
Yes. Who think alike?
Like they agree on every single together.
It will end in tears.
Oh yeah. Oh why?
It will Jack.
How the neighbor and your wife? It's like whatever.
But they tell you. They tell you.
Hold on.
They tell you. Now the woman is that talkative type.
She will still
so
tell
whenever
you
I get
everything.
closer to her, she really talks to me.
So she tells you what her
See,
husband
it
tells
could
her.
be she's compromising. It could be
Yeah.
she's compromising.
Everything on some point.
For example, how
Yeah, listen. Do you know why they might be having? Do you know why they might be having a good marriage? That's because I don't want me and my husband always fighting because my husband says do this, like put this egg here, I don't put it there. He will complain, we will fight. So let me just end the argument. That doesn't mean I'm happy about it or I'm happy with the fact that I'm putting the egg here. I just don't want my husband and I to fight, which is not even healthy.
That's why I was
Have you heard the news where the couple they divorced because of the toothpaste? One says I want mine shifted up, and they even divorced about it. So do you understand? Like little things can. So you don't necessarily say that because they put the egg in. You don't even know that the husband was wrong in the first because when they put the egg in, it broke. So if they had left, it's where the wife put it.
That's why I said in the beginning, you're not going to get everyone. Sometimes I'll just say it.
So you're not always right.
And from the scenario you gave, it's almost like as if you are saying that thinking
sometimes you just want your marriage
bad.
relationship.
I'm not saying valid, but thinking alike helps you achieve the exact results.
There's no way that makes you alive.
With every couple, with every couple, whether you are with now or not, with every couple, there's one person who always has the tendency of making the right decision. Don't you know?
Sure.
So if you have that thing, if you have someone like that,
You are not getting
if you have someone like that, not always you are compelled to listen to one because he will give you a better reason than yours.
Yeah, that's
And then always you always come into an agreement. Imagine that I have a PhD and then you have masters or whatever, and then you are having a discussion on something. You always be compelled to listen to me because you think I have a broader knowledge on what you are talking about.
But
It doesn't necessarily mean that.
as a result of us sitting down, talking, and thinking.
That is
Let me use an example. For example, dating sites, right? People go on there and check out random users. They look at their profile description and everything. Sometimes some of the things you see attracts you, and you follow them, message them, whatever. You meet up, but you realize that what you were reading online is different from what you are seeing right now. But in other ways, you can either try to compromise or walk away. People would stay in situations like that for longer because they want to help change something they have seen and they don't like. Do you understand? So it's really impossible to get people thinking alike. How now things, they attract you. Do you understand? Right now, if you have a conversation with her, what she says will attract you. But fast forward into your relationship with her, you realize that, previously I was attracted, but now it looks as if it's not so good. But let me just find a way to compromise. Maybe it will get better. Do you understand? But then expecting to get what you saw previously for forever, it's impossible.
I feel like it's going to get boring at a point. It's going to get boring at a point because every time, you say something, he thinks the same way.
So,
he eats the same thing.
Are you sure it's going to get boring?
Because sometimes you need listen.
No.
Then I don't know the kind of relationship you like, because sometimes you need someone to challenge your mind. You need someone to challenge you.
You go like girl with the kind of person that then she go sit here. Always you go come
No,
Thinking about the basics. Are you trying to talk maybe take for example religion? You all need to think alike as Christians or something. Are you talking about basics?
Christians have different schools of thought.
Even pastors have different way they translate the Bible.
The same way.
Let me tell you that. Sometimes you've got Muslims marrying Christians, and these two people are never going to think alike. There are certain things that one person believes, the other person does not believe. There are certain things that one person wants to do, the other person does not want to do. But in that moment, you're going to have to sit down, talk about it, put your heads together, and come to a decision. Think together. You don't like it, but eventually you're going to say that meet me in the middle. And that's that. You're never going to get a relationship where one person thinks exactly like their partner. It doesn't happen. Nobody has.
No. Everything on couple.
I want to know some practical experiences that you have seen or you have been through yourself that
Like the one
They
that
thought alike.
they thought alike. Like I want to know because you are not really pointing out practical examples.
If you want practical examples, I have so many.
Let's hear that.
No. It's like I updated my status like single and searching.
Oh, wow.
My wife will go update us. Single and searching. If you go one way, go right. The person will count up. If you want the person will count up. I'm going like that's right. What you got to do? That's my status. That's the right to put it right. You get it right, but you don't go to tell me say you go put. You can't tell me what's come and tell you. You go put single and whatever you want. I've updated my status.
Do you have a girlfriend?
That's another angle.
Do you have a girlfriend that you You are allowed to ask questions to yourself.
Single and searching. And a friend was like, "Oh, I have this lady. I can hook her up."
Okay.
Then fast forward, he WhatsApp the number gave me, and then I also responded back. Then We started chatting. And at a point in time, I'm that type, when I'm going to sleep, I want to talk more.
5 years later.
Yeah, then I started chatting. The lady was like, you like talking to me? How can
She said that to you.
She said it to me.
Yeah, you like talking.
She's like, you like talking too much.
And I like talking. Because guys are always like, let's go with whatever you want, but you know.
Wait.
I'm trying my possible best for the lady to like me in a way.
So you were talking to
Yes. So I reduce the way I talk.
Okay.
So those days we can talk for about 1 hour, 30 minutes, 2 hours.
Adding.
So now I've limited it to at least 30 to 15 minutes. And now she likes it.
Okay.
So now, no.
So you talk together.
Wait.
No. She did not like the way I talk too long.
Okay.
And you smell it.
She complained to me. Then I produce it.
Okay.
So now
You talk together.
she like the way I talk. I like the way she talks.
Oh, that one is
You like the way she talks. You like the way you are talking to her.
Come again.
Now you like
So she said you talk for too long, you talk
Sure.
too much, right? So you said to me that about times like a minute to talk.
Michelle, you're telling that they were not even thinking like when you first met, because when you first met her, you like talking, she doesn't like talking, so you talk together.
My long talk
It's what?
we've gathered with
Exactly, so you're not like her.
So you're thinking to
You know you're not like her.
No. Wait, let me.
No, it's for there.
You like talking for 2 hours. You still like it, right? You like talking.
I like talking.
But you stopped it
Now you
because
don't
of
like
her.
the way you're doing it, but you still thought together. You thought, okay, great. She doesn't like the way I'm talking.
So when I stopped,
That's compromise. That's thinking together. You did not think alike,
We are liking
but
each
you
other.
still like.
Oh, Charlie, your matter had to
Can I tell you something?
Charlie.
You know, thinking alike is different from liking somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
just let me tell. Okay, let me explain things to you. When I like you, it's different from we are thinking about where to eat, where to go to school, where to have dinner, what kind of rice we should buy. Than okay, I like you, you like me back. Let's date. Let's take this forward. It's like different
Have you
contexts.
heard of?
But if your woman they come out and maybe she don't wear green, but you don't make she
Let's
wear
make
blue.
Derek
And then later on, you people come. Oh, it's even a wedding. What color would be best for a wedding? Maybe white.
That's thinking, not like already. You like each other already.
Have
You
you
understand?
heard this? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Hey.
This, I mean, I don't know you, but me and you, we don't like him. So we are thinking alike.
Just because you don't like him.
But I don't like. It's not like I like him or anything. Yeah. But I said that we don't like you more than we don't know each other.
Yeah, that's all.
Basically.
That's
You
all.
get it?
I'm still not.
No matter how.
Oh, God. Let me use myself, alright?
The shoot. Let me just something that just happened before we started the shoot. When Kev was asking me to 10, 6 and 10, you were also agreeing with him that okay, yes, I should do the same. So at that moment, you were thinking alike. You get it? Because you were agreeing with him that yes.
I think you need to get the difference between you like each other before you come and give an example.
No, so we all agree.
Sit down together and think without using a.
Together, oh, Charlie.
Therefore, we have to think alike.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
So there is, right? We are saying that, what did you say about people liking each other, right? So today, assuming you and I met today, you like me, you like the way I look, I like the way, I think you're a chill guy. So let's take it from here. You take my number, I get yours, you start texting, you start chatting. You don't even know how I think. Probably my dressing, whatever entices you or not, but we start dating, all right? You met me today, you like me.
Go on.
Like, do you understand what I'm trying to get at?
I'm trying to.
So listen, you like me. We just met today, right? You like me, I like you back. So we text on WhatsApp, we start calling each other, and then we'll talk for just 1 hour, 2 hours because we like talking a lot. But when we are dating, then probably things like okay, so today I want to eat rice. What do you want to eat? Then in your head you don't want to even eat some of the rice, but because it's me and you like me, you say, okay, let's eat rice. Okay, that's we've thought together. Like, but we are not thinking alike. Let's say I wanted to eat rice and you heard like, oh, me too, I want to eat rice. That's thinking alike. But once you are dating, so it's totally different from we start to build a relationship than the beginning to think about things that happen in the relationship and then where to eat, what to eat, where to go to school, where to eat, where to live, how many children to have. Like, it goes very deep as to how many children to have, your life, whether you want to live in it. But all of those, you know, it will yield. Even if you take my number, I take your number, it will result as come.
Unless you like,
Whether she go agree or she no go agree.
Whether I decide to, you know when that's my number, I don't
Maybe mobile money stuff.
Oh no, you too are.
Do you understand?
The truth is, see, the thing if you don't get money, then when they ask you, see what to the talk, what to the talk, not to say, imagine say,
And I want to
What did you just say?
Never money.
See what's saying, the moment we exchange contact.
Yeah. I'm not asking for mobile money.
I'm saying results.
Relax.
I have a number.
Okay.
I don't have anything.
You don't have any, you have another.
I don't have the so call and give her money.
Wow,
if you don't like her, she can give you very sensible reason for you to give her money. You know, you give them because if you make further.
Oh no.
So what did I talk about?
Do you know there are different ways they can even get money from you without even getting your number? What are you telling me? We are talking about thinking together, and I
understand you.
Then
But
you
don't understand.
what you want. Let me see. I think this is what you want. You meet a girl, then you guys start talking, and you're like, I want to have 3 kids. And she's like, oh my god, I want to have 3 kids. I want to live in East Lagos. Oh
It's
America.
Maybe that's the kind of people you like, so you think maybe you're meant to be God sent. Those people.
That's it. Go crazy.
Give him an example.
Go ask, if you know some married people, go ask them, then tire them about it, but then still be inside.
Let's give you an example.
Like, have you been with anybody like for long? Like,
you were talking about God sense. Wait,
and you are still dating her. She likes you. She's not trying.
I'm tempted to go out to my ex.
So why is she doing that?
Hold on.
Wait. Let me give you an example from the Bible. When Rebecca was being looked for as a wife to Elijah, do you know she didn't want to get married?
At all.
No, she didn't think like wait, who did she marry? Isaac. You know exactly what I mean.
I lost like
But I don't relax for me.
But you know, you guys, listen, let's beg the benefits of the doubt because there's probably people out there like him who think like him because we are all like, we are not agreeing with you.
But you see the way they think. Regardless of the way you think, people mature, people see things.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me that now you don't have money. If you get money, your character will change, whether I like it or not.
That one, yeah.
So you can't tell me that you've met me here, so we used to agree here, so always we should agree. I'll change. I'm going. I'll come into terms that I used to make very stupid decisions. Now I'm changing. My mind is developing. So if I haven't been to, imagine I haven't been to.
There's nothing wrong with your mindset. Listen. I beg you. Listen. There's actually nothing wrong with your mindset. It's your opinion and whatever you want to live by. Okay, but people are different. People are from different walks of life, and then probably you're going to meet somebody who's not going to think like you, that's not going to like the things you do. Do you understand?
Find somebody who will take
So it's not always going to be like that. So that's the message I want to put out there, that it's not always going to be like that. You think, okay, you want to meet someone that God has sent. Okay, she's going to want to have a Range Rover just like you.
Yeah.
Your dream car is going to be a Benz,
Yeah.
whatnot, but it's not always like that.
Check.
People are different. So if you want to have a healthy, long-lasting relationship, you are going to have to live with the way people, you are going to have to adapt. That's what they say when you are with someone, you adapt. You are going to have to like the things the person like. Even if you don't like it, you will learn. That's why it's not everything you have to accept. Okay, I don't like the fact that you go out at night. Me and Kobe Brace, you say you go 5 times a week, I'll go 3.
Yeah.
And I'll leave 2 days out for you. That's how people live. Okay?
Situations change people. Situations change people. Imagine situation changes people. Imagine you don't nag, but you tend to find out that your girlfriend cheats on you. You don't nag, but you got to know that your girlfriend is talking to another girl. So immediately you find out that she's talking to another girl. Anytime she's talking to, or anytime she's on the phone, you want to know. But so whatever you do, people will change. 4 years ago, if you are sitting here and then you are thinking that the way you were thinking 4 years ago is the same thing that you then
Only he's not going to change his mindset. He's not going to find someone who's good enough for him.
Let me finish.
Let me see the good people, right?
Let me say something.
Yeah.
From the scenario you gave, PG or should let me land.
Let's
Nobody
go.
should cut
Let's
me.
go.
From the scenario you gave, where you cut your talking short for your girl you were vibing with, I think you were mixing thinking what we are saying as thinking alike, because you came to a compromise for her. So you weren't thinking alike. You did it for her. You came to a compromise. You came on the equilibrium, like he said. So I think you're confusing thinking together as thinking alike. And
see, thinking
please let me land. I'm almost landing.
Land.
To end, like, I feel for a relationship to go on, yeah, you have to come to think together. And as you are thinking together, you end up thinking alike. There is nothing like, there is nothing like, I want X, you want X. I want camera, you want. There's nobody who's going to think like you, because even those that inhabited the same time don't think at twins that were born at the same exact time. Don't think alike.
Basically, what's that?
But I want to cement your statement.
That's right.
But thinking alike leads to perfection in relationship.
Oh, no.
Why am I saying this? I don't understand.
You just broke the foundation.
No.
Let him down. Somebody has built our
Let's put man in our own image and likeness.
So
that's why we are trying to imitate God to perfection.
So can you let
You never go finish God.
So we are imitating him in order to reach perfection.
but you're not thinking
I think
So you don't have
So you know what we are
Listen. At the end of the day, God wants us to think like him, okay? But Cain and Abel were just right after Adam and Eve, I'm sure. But Cain killed his brother. Right? They were not thinking alike. He didn't think like God. If Cain think like God, he would have killed his brother.
Give me an example with couples. He's thinking with couples.
Why would you say the way one? And then no, it is not like there's a difference between
like part of the human being.
Let's just define alike.
Which language? No, wait. Which language do you want? Ga, Chi, or English?
No, wait. Let me say something.
Ga.
Wait.
Me, Jen, Tumobo is alike.
I don't understand what you're saying.
You don't understand that. Chi. Me, Dream to sell is alike. I like you, me, Pew. It's like. They are two different things.
Let me say something. I beg. Let me say the last thing.
I'm like, just let him land.
Let me say the last thing I say. If you want to, like, you don't tell someone that you want us to think.
I don't tell her that I want us to think alike if we're already thinking alike.
It comes naturally.
Thank you.
And
So
then I like
God knew that. God knew that we were not thinking alike with God. That is why He wants us to think alike.
My hand is in
Mic
it.
drop.
My hand is in
My
it.
job, my job.
But
If God was a thing, and I said, no, he was he was an angel. You don't know what is going on. He was an angel, but he wasn't thinking like.
Derek said something very interesting that
He said there was some interesting things.
I specifically took note of one of the many things he said that these days he talks to a girl about money, bro. Let me tell you.
I still want to
So if they like the person they ask you. If they like somebody, you don't want me the person ask you money.
Let us not
Bro,
deviate.
let me tell you something.
Derek, my hostel.
Now, from what he said, this is what I'm getting from it. So you want a girl who would throw you bill, yes, but you can get a girl who will tell you, "Oh, I'm not about the money. You're a nice guy, you're a fun guy." Fast forward into the relationship. Okay, probably you didn't show her money, so she's a bit okay with that. Fast forward, you show her money, she gets very happy. Very, very happy. She likes you more than she did before. You go broke, I told you, she will change. If she changes, she will leave. She will leave you.
Slowly.
Yes.
Slowly.
And
You get the first you will die.
Slowly and very painfully. Painfully in the sense that
She go chop and die.
painfully in the sense that she will create a very beautiful world for you to swim in, like it feels very good in it.
And you dare
Do you understand?
think
All of a sudden when she leaves, everyone will be dark for you and you're very lonely.
But I make ask you one question, sir. So you come out, if you see somebody they like, why they like her?
What attracts you to what about girls attracts you? Is it different people are attracted to them?
So you what do they like? What do they like?
What about a woman?
At this point.
And there are so many
So give me.
Yeah, it's like I like this kind of girls with curves.
Listen. So what will take your curve? 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 Yeah, what will they take you do? No, what will they take you do? You want it up. If you don't want it, you get money. If you don't want somebody where you get money, if you don't want somebody where you get money.
It's money that will take
I mean, simple. If you like curves, then the picture say sexually, you won't have sexual intercourse with the person. The person they want you to they want money. So you go get what they want, you go get what they want. But you the case of mine say no, but you want your own.
So that means therefore, you liking someone with curves, she liking
somebody
with
with
money, and you have money.
She has curves.
For conclusion, you won't find somebody who thinks like
you might find. You never know.
Yeah, but no, in every exact same thing. No, there's someone who lives
Like you drop everything she's wanted in life for you. I mean,
You think you eventually down the line, you're going to wonder, so won't she even what's the point?
like you need someone to be able to challenge you in life.
Hold on.
But eventually, Derek,
Chill.
you might find someone who thinks the exact same way like you, like what you want, think alike. Eventually, down the line, one of you or her, mostly her, will think, what's the point? Because your mind is made up.
You've got
It's going to get boring.
It's going to be
There is
boring. Let me tell you this. Even girls who stay at home and are not allowed to go out or are book nerds, eventually are going to go what's the point?
Okay, see, something just hit me right now.
Something just hits me right now.
See, look at.
Oh my god.
I've just got a word.
See.
Speech.
You think you meet a girl that thinks I like just like you.
Just like me.
That is fine.
That
is fine. Look, at this point, nobody is thinking it is boring. Nobody is thinking it lacks
adventure.
Anything.
People are just going smooth sailing.
It's our homework.
Yes.
You really don't like
but
interesting
you know what? But
relationships. Like,
let me tell you something.
Just
eh.
wait.
Listen, let me tell you something. You are going smooth, but there will be no improvement in your life. You will not. You
Thank
will
you.
be like this.
nobody's
No
going to
time,
build
one-
anyone.
Nobody will challenge
you
anybody.
guys,
to do
I
anything.
just want to say something. Like, we've really made the whole conversation about Derek and his like and his dislikes. See, at the end of the day, right? You are going to find somebody. There's no way you are going to think alike. You have to think together because
Thank you.
that is how you build a relationship. You meet me today. You don't even know my background for me to come and start thinking like you. I grew up different. I have different parents. I went to different schools. I mingle with the different people. So you can't come and tell me we should have to think out there.
Wait, that's like
Is
even
it
those who grew up in the same
Even
society.
with life, do you understand? I don't think like my big sister. I don't think like my twin sister.
Attack.
I don't think like my
Attack like
even
no
if
problem.
we are-
You laugh.
even if we are Siamese twins that our brains are joined together with flesh.
They don't
Let's-
think
you haven't watched that movie where one like hot girl said, like there's no way you're going to. So listen, it's not going to be about you. You have your specs, you have your opinions. It's allowed, but
Your
your specs and your opinions. Charlie, everybody has specs. So at the end of the day, you go for someone because that is how come a lot of relationships end that they are not supposed to even end because we don't agree on certain things. And communication is even the most important thing. Like you have to speak up, you have to voice it out when something is wrong with you. So thinking alike and together is about decisions. It's not about what you think about mobile money and liking and cares. It's about decisions. How are we going to live? Are we going to eat this today? Are we going to put the egg here? Are we going to live in Ghana? Are we going to live in a breed? Do you understand this decision?
And it's not about negative or
Do you understand?
But almost all the adults they talk say our way thing. Why did they say that?
It's because there's
You know, think different and they think different, but one always uppercome, always is a compromise. What's the
You can
result?
just suddenly wake up and feel something different, and then like you can't come and say because we were thinking alike.
Yes, they
In relationships like that, your wife will pretend most of the time.
Until she wants to make you happy, those relationships that they can't speak up, their husband is stressing them.
And
No.
what's going to happen is that she will try and please you, give you what you want. But I
Just
tell
shut
you,
you
it's
up.
a whole beautiful world in someone else.
Yeah.
Because it's only when you leave someone and you know that, oh God, so someone can be treated this way.
That's right.
Like sometimes you leave a relationship with someone, you're like, hey, so somebody can, especially those guys that say, I don't like calling. You get, but you meet someone and the person can talk to you or like, do you understand? So you have to like know what you want. First and foremost, you have to know what you want before you can even come and be thinking I like and together with somebody. You don't
Let
do
me
that.
give you an example based on what Nessa said, the rice thing. Remember, like she was like, today, oh, what? Let's eat rice. Okay, fine, let's eat rice. Even in a situation where you don't like rice, she wants rice. Today she'll ask what do you want to eat. I want to eat rice. And be like, I want to eat rice, but if you do your rice and I'll do my this thing, I'll give you some of what I want to eat and then we can share it. That's thinking together.
Or
So
you can even come to terms
example,
that
right?
let's eat rice today and tomorrow we
Let me give you
eat.
my own personal example. Okay, I was with this guy, right? And then anytime he's like, so what are we going to eat today? Hey, that one there says, I
Let's now,
was with
let's
him.
now.
Do you understand?
Let's now.
I was with him, right? And then we were like in the same apartment building. So he's like, so what are we going to eat today? I'm like, I want to eat rice. He's also like, I want to eat rice too. But no, he doesn't want to eat rice. He just wants to please me. That's what maybe you're thinking. But there are certain days he says he wants, like I say, okay, today I'm eating rice. And then I'm like, no, today I want to eat rice because I know it's Baku you want to eat. And there are days, oh no, today I want to eat Baku. Then I'll buy my rice and eat. Do you understand? So that's when I say, okay, I'll eat rice. You say you eat Baku. We've thought together. But when I say, oh, I want to eat rice, like, oh, today to me, I want to eat rice. That's the thing I like. But when you say, okay, I want to eat rice, hey, because of your eat rice, that's me just pleasing you. It has nothing to do with thinking. I just want to please you. I just want to make you happy. I just want you to feel like, okay, me the one or that's nothing.
Oh, in other words, I just want you to
The only way you and somebody go fake gets very smooth relationship to say nobody go fake.
Do you understand?
No can fake it, no can fake. But if situation there or something be on
So
the ground,
your
people
girl
go talk about.
wasn't listening to your 2-hour conversation. She told you what she wanted.
So if when you feel change, when right now you just confess say you step, you dey like the vibe right now because she dey like you. You understand?
Like, hold on, bro. It's nobody women anything like
If you make somebody feel free, me like this. If my girl dey tell me say I'm going out with a friend, should I go? Me you go come ask me say you wan go out. You no go say you wan go out. If you wan go, go. I know the place. I know the place. Because I dey like to make you feel. I want you to feel
she's
free.
not lying to you. She's going to keep telling you, okay, I'm going to hang out with my girlfriends, but then at the end of the day,
If you wan go, go. Me I know the place. I know there's. I'm never go tell you to make you not go.
so you
If
have
you wan
to
go,
build
go.
solid relationships.
If you wan go, go. Me too. The same way me too. If I dey comot wey tell me, oh, I dey wan go. But sometimes it could be that I go tell am say make you no go. Then she go, yeah, this if I go stuff, I know the time I go come house. She understands say maybe she don't go come house or she go put herself in a situation where no go favor me. So then she don't go cry.
That's thinking together.
Simple.
That's really thinking alike. Sometimes you reach the same exact decision without a compromise, but you still thought together. Do you get it? Like what he's saying, don't go out. Then she goes like, what? You know what? When I come back, I'll come back around 12. I'll come back around 1. It's not safe. So then she still wants to go, but the fact that she's not going to be home early or just in time, or something might happen at that exact hour she's going to come back, she's not going to go. That's them thinking together. It has nothing to do with thinking alike. She still wants to go. I think that's what you're not getting. When two people are thinking alike, they want the exact same thing inside and out. So the decision that they come back out with is the exact same thing they want. Thinking together means one person does not want to, but still compromises, meets in the middle, or sees where the person is coming from and agrees totally with the person. Deep down, she still wants to do what she wants to do. Or he wants to do what he still wants to do. Do you get it?